whole house is on Medicaid. My husband, me, our baby daughter. Okay, we're all on Medicaid. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the birth control in my arm that I have. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to have the antidepressants that I have at no cost to me. Without Medicaid, I wouldn't be able to go to therapy to continue to be the mom I am to the 3 kids and 2 separate houses that I have to do. Without Medicaid, my daughter wouldn't be able to go and get her vaccines and go and get all of the things that she needs as an 18-month-old baby. Without Medicaid, my husband wouldn't be able to go and get the medications that he needs and the treatment that he needs for his disability. Without Medicaid, not a single person in my house would have health care. We are low income. Our only income is my husband's SSI. We're on food stamps. We use food pantries. Okay? Without Medicaid, we would never be healthy. And for us, it's not even like body, it's all mental. For my husband, for me, and then we have a baby who needs Medicaid for vaccines, who needs Medicaid for, I already have 2 children who are diagnosed with autism, so what if she ends up getting diagnosed with autism? We need Medicaid. We need Medicaid. And if you live in America, everybody deserves free healthcare. That's it. I just love you. Have a good day.
These people are absolutely out of their minds. They're absolutely out of their rabbit ass minds. These people have been sucking off the teat of government, funded by the taxpayers, because the government does not produce anything. The money that they produce is printed based on the money that we, as tax-paying citizens, produce for the government. The government doesn't actually produce anything. Or produce money, right? All the money the government gets, they get it from the taxpayers. This person has been so entitled for so long that she believes that we should just fund her lifestyle for the rest of her life. Now, this is, on the, I can't think of the word right now, but this is after the Trump's big beautiful bill passed, where Medicaid is being cut. But Medicaid is not being cut just for no reason, right? And it's not necessarily that it's being cut. What it is that Medicaid has now added a work requirement of 80 hours, get this, a month, or volunteer for 80 hours a month for you to continue to receive Medicare or Medicaid, whichever one it is. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. And so this person, she doesn't want to work. You heard what she says. The only income that she has is their husband's SSI check. That's the only income that they have. And they have an 18-month-old baby. So not only did they already have 2 children, right? Between 2 households, I don't know what that means. I don't know if maybe her husband has kids with another woman or whatever. I don't know what the situation is, but it's supposedly 3 children. But their only income is SSI. Why are you having children that you cannot provide for? Why are you having children that you cannot provide for? You have an 18-month-old, and the only income is your husband's SSI. Well, now you know what's good? You know what's going to happen? Now you can get a job. And she said it's not all physical, right? So there's nothing wrong with them physically. Well, she said it's not all physical. She's healthy or physical. She doesn't look like she's in relatively good shape, right? She looks like she could lose a couple pounds. She looks like she eats a little too much off of one income, right? Off of an SSI check, a monthly SSI check, which isn't much anyways. But I don't understand why you as a person would decide that you, knowing that you are disabled according to you, and if you are really truly disabled, you won't have that 80-hour requirement to continue to receive Medicaid, Medicare, whatever it is, right? Because you have a truly real disability. This was only for people who are able-bodied, can go to work, but choose not to. That's all they did. And if you say you were physically healthy, like you said, thanks to Medicaid or Medicare, whatever it is, then you can work 20 hours a week and continue to receive your benefits off of the taxpayer dollars. At least now you'll be contributing to the system a little instead of just sucking off for the rest of your life. At least now you'll be part of the solution. You'll be actually helping everybody else continue to get their services instead of just being a drain on the system. You live on food stamps, SSI. I'm assuming they get some sort of housing voucher too, because there's no way they're paying rent. They're probably on Section 8. But she can't be bothered to work 80 hours a month, which is 20 hours a week. And you know, I went through the comments of this video, and I usually don't read the comments, but we're going to go over these because I thought it was absolutely hilarious. The comments didn't go exactly the way she thought they would. Here's some of the comments. Thank you for strengthening the case for Medicaid reductions. People with true disabilities are not getting their Medicaid taken away. Without Medicaid, you can finally get a damn job. Lord forbid you donate 20 hours of your time to continue to be on Medicaid. My sister has no legs and needs Medicaid, but she works and pays for your Medicaid. Which is crazy, right? Because there are disabled people. I've seen it. I know people that work at Walmart as like greeters or maybe cashiers or whatever that are disabled and are working. So why can't she work to help pay for the Medicaid that she wants to continue to receive? Because she said it. She said she gets her meds, she gets all this, she's physically healthy, mentally healthy because of Medicaid. So if you're mentally and physically healthy because of Medicaid, why can't you go work? So you can continue to be physically and mentally healthy because of Medicaid, because you'll continue to receive it as long as you work 20 hours a week. Does Medicaid know you have TikTok money? Your Medicaid won't change if you're legitimately diagnosed as disabled. Medicaid, it's her career. A lot of these people they're professional. I don't even want to call them disabled people because a lot of these people can work. They're professional leeches on the system. They don't want to work. They live a good life. Oh, everybody deserves free health care. That's easy to say when you're not the one paying for the motherfucker. Because what does she think is going to happen? You know, it's just magically, she's just magically going to get health care without anybody paying for it. The people that talk to you about free health care, free whatever, don't actually tell you the truth. They're liars. Nothing is free. They always love to talk about Europe and Canada. You know that care isn't free, right? Like it's taxpayer money. Those people get taxed at like 50% of their income. Like the entire population. I don't even mean like just the rich, right? Because they love to say the rich pay their... Everybody pays goddamn 50%, if not near 50% in those countries. That's how they get that free healthcare. That's not free. Again, it's not free. It's taxpayer-funded healthcare. But she wants it, right? She wants it. She wants the free healthcare because since she doesn't work, she doesn't have to worry about paying 50% of her taxes to pay for it. She just thinks the system's going to take care of it, and that's it. These people are professional losers. Meanwhile, middle class can afford health care and don't qualify for Medicaid. I have a hard time feeling sorry for anyone at this point. Sounds like they need universal health care. Again, are you going to work to help pay for that? Are you willing to give 50% of your taxes to help pay for that? Professional losers, professional victims, professional leeches on the tit of society. These people deserve everything they get. We need to stop the fraud. There's a lot of people that don't want to work because they live just like this lady. They don't have to work and they get whatever they want. They have children so they can get even more food stamps, even though they can't really afford to have children. And they just live off the system and they think that that's cool. She had 2 children and they live off of one income and thought that having another one was the smart thing to do. These people are insane. Anyways, that's all I got for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know your opinions. Do you think that the big beautiful bill? Do you agree with the big beautiful bill in passing the 80 hours a month work requirement for able-bodied people? And if not, just let me know in the comments. But if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.